Some of these houses are just crazy around here. One day when Turbocharged Snacks takes off, hopefully we'll be right here. This is my video evidence of manifesting the goal. Alright, hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Turbocharged Snacks Talking in Cars. This is going to be the second iteration in this series, which is pretty cool. I think we're actually recording this time, kind of figured it out. Just the trick is to turn off Bluetooth and that way CarPlay doesn't connect and cancel the recording. But yeah, so I think we're back, and I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in the business. Yeah, we're just going to kind of talk about what's going on in the business, what's new this week. So I took this week, this is the week of Christmas, so I hope you guys are all having happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, and a Happy New Year. You probably see this video after Christmas, maybe before New Year's, depending on the day. I think I uploaded yesterday, which would be Monday, so today's Tuesday, and I recorded the one prior, the week prior, so it'll be about 1 week delayed, which is what it's looking like. But basically, I wanted to give you an update on kind of what's going on in the business of Turbocharged Snacks. So, this past week, since it's Christmas, and I get 2 days off from my 9 to 5 job, so I get off today, which is, what's today? I think today is Tuesday, and I get off Wednesday. So I took off yesterday, and then also I'm taking off Thursday and Friday, which is a good opportunity for me to work on the business and kind of try and really refine some of my systems, processes, and things that I'm doing of that nature. I hope this guy does not go. Yeah. So, this past week we've been working on a couple of things. The first thing is we're working on our first case study, which is going to come out hopefully the final day of December, so just December 31st. And then, sorry, light turned to red. So it will hopefully come out December 31st for our first case study, which is going to focus on the business of exclusivity. So that's the title of the case study. And it's looking at and analyzing how specifically Bugatti as a brand is able to turn their limited editions. So basically every car that Bugatti produces is obviously a limited edition car. So it's basically going to analyze how Bugatti can take all those limited editions and turn it into nearly unlimited profits. And they kind of can just determine whatever the profit margin is that they want every time that they release a model, which is pretty cool. In the case study, it's going to take a lot of those kind of concepts and takeaways that we analyze and turn it into some actionable tips for you, your business. So that's kind of the goal from that standpoint. And then the second thing is that we are organizing our first monthly member giveaway, which I think is actually a really cool concept. Like I said in the last video, I'm trying to make Turbocharged Snacks more than a newsletter. I want it to be an exclusive community that entrepreneurs, business owners, and just whoever that's interested in exotic and sports cars, and car culture in general can join and get value from, number one. And then number two, they can be part of a membership that isn't just about sharing automotive news and things like that. So one of those things to make it more of a membership and feel more like a membership is that we're going to start doing monthly member giveaways. So essentially every month. So starting January 1st to, technically it's starting today, but going forward after this first month, every month from the 1st to the 30th or 31st, we will be giving away something to anybody who is a member throughout that time. So obviously you need to be a member at the 31st. That's the really important, the last day of the giveaway. So basically, if you become a member any point between now and January, you'll be automatically entered into this giveaway. I'll leave a link in the description if you're curious and you want to enter yourself. But essentially, yeah, that's kind of the goal there. So we'll be giving away for this month of January we will be giving away a Milwaukee combo set. So it's going to include a couple of things. So in it, you'll get the combo set, which is an M18, M12 combination. So you get an impact wrench, a half-inch impact wrench, M18, and then an M12 3/8 inch ratchet, and then also a 19-piece half-inch socket set, which I think is pretty cool. So kind of automotive related, but anybody in theory can enter if they're interested in that. So that's really the two primary things that we've been working on for this past week, is setting up the giveaway, which includes things like landing pages, and that's what we'll continue to be working on. So landing pages, and then along with some paid advertisements, just to help get the word out there, and then also working on that first case study so that we can get it out by the end of this month, because that's ultimately the goal. Ultimately, the goal is to provide the majority of our value as a newsletter, not necessarily in our auto news and things like that, but in our case studies and business analysis. Because that's, to be honest, like realistically where we are, most suited to kind of inform, from our professional from my professional skill standpoint. But today is Christmas Eve, and we're kind of just taking a cruise with no destination really intended. something off the bat I have noticed is, at least on this drive, is that it's definitely a little harder to talk when the camera's pointed right at you. I did find it much easier to kind of talk when I had the camera pointed forward, but this is also something that we'll have to get used to, because ultimately our goal is to have the camera pointed at us. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense to kind of... The POV drives are interesting, and it's a fun concept on YouTube, but I think that it doesn't... You're getting a POV drive and somebody's talking to you, doesn't necessarily make sense. To feel like you're driving the car, whereas in this case, it kind of feels like you're more along for the ride with me, hopefully. So, look at some of these houses are just crazy around here. One day when Turbocharged Snacks takes off, hopefully we'll be right here. This is my video evidence of manifesting the goal. Yeah. So that's definitely something I've noticed, is that once the camera's pointed at you, definitely a bit harder to talk compared to just pointing the camera at the road. But at the same time, personal connection. We just kind of came out for our cruise today. It's Christmas Eve, and I wanted to make sure that you guys got an update on the business and kind of what we're working on, where we're headed, and kind of what the future holds. We talked a little bit about Turbocharged Snacks and where we're looking to take it. Or actually, I guess we didn't really discuss that too much in the first video. And it probably deserves its own. But essentially, kind of like I was saying, that's a lot of auxiliary police officers. Kind of like what I was saying before, is that we're looking to turn Turbocharged Snacks into a community and not necessarily a newsletter. And I think, while newsletters are a big thing and they're viewed as very important, I think that we can give you value, but also give you value from a different perspective than just kind of writing a newsletter and selling ads on that newsletter. So we're not going to sell ads to our subscriber base because nobody really likes ads. Ads are about the worst thing ever. You're watching a YouTube video like this. This is kind of a more complex scenario because I don't really have any say. I'm pretty sure YouTube runs ads over every video, even if it's not monetized. But nobody likes ads. You skip ads. And then all the, content creators that are doing mid-roll ads and things like that, or mid-roll as in, paid promotional ads in their YouTube videos. I understand how lucrative it is, but at the same time, realistically, how often are you not fast-forwarding through that portion of the video? I know I am. Every time I watch a YouTube video and there's an ad inside, especially if they have chapters, I will skip right through it. Because it's the worst part of the video. Yeah. It's just no fun. Nobody wants to watch an ad. So, this video is probably going to end up being more cut up than the last one, just because there's a couple more dead spaces in this video than kind of we expected. I think one of the cool parts, and hopefully kind of like what I'm looking to do with this channel, is make it kind of just a raw experience, or maybe not this channel, but at least this series, is to make it a raw experience of just me plainly talking about the business of turbocharged snacks, what's going well, what's not. Missed that light. Yeah, I think part of the goal, looping back in, part of the goal here with this YouTube channel, and specifically this series, is just kind of make it a raw discussion of what's going on with turbocharged snacks, what's new, what's working, what's not working, and continuing from there. One of the crazy things is today I actually saw another GR Corolla, which I've only seen about 2 ever, but that was kind of cool. Also in white and Circuit Edition. At least I'm pretty sure it was a Circuit Edition. I think the Maurizio was only offered in one color, which is that like matte gray. But anyways, that's kind of the goal with this channel, is to just make it raw, mostly unedited, or at least nothing crazy in terms of edits, just cut up to the portions of time where I'm talking, and share about turbocharged snacks, the business, me, while we go on a drive, and kind of see where it goes. If you guys are interested in the giveaway, I'll link it down in the description below. And if you're interested in subscribing, I can also link it there. It's going to be the same scenario, but I'll link it either way. And then if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, you can't see anything, subscribing to the Turbocharged Snacks YouTube channel, and leaving a comment with any questions, things you'd like to see, things you'd like to know about Turbocharged Snacks. Drop a comment, we'll reply. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you're enjoying. The last one got a couple of views. I generally don't expect that these are really going to get a lot of views, just because of the nature of this kind of video. But for the few people that are watching these, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully over time we'll develop our talking skills a little bit better. And yeah, so we will catch you guys in the next one.